It's showtime, folks. It's Anna Marie with the Comedy Hour Live with my guests, Melvin Jackson Jr. and Ernie G. Hey, guys, how you doing tonight? Let's bring it. We're live. What up? Welcome. I'm glad you guys decided to hang out with me tonight.
Thank you for picking some two handsome guys.
Yeah, I did. I actually went through my Facebook and I just had to see who the best looking bastards were. And here you guys are looking all that
Funny that you
styling.
should say bastards because I am literally a bastard. My parents were never married. Never married, so I am literally a bastard.
So they get
and
along
I appreciate
really
that
good?
welcome.
See that?
No, they were never married. They broke up as soon as I was born.
Was it something you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, being that. And you yourself there, young man? Your parents both hanging out still?
They were married. My father's no longer here. But
Oh, sorry to hear that, dude.
He's here in my heart.
Yeah, so that's probably why you're such a devoted father as you are.
Always.
See that?
Yes, I got good-looking boys, man. I got 3 good-looking boys, dude.
I got that good gene. I'm blessed.
Damn.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, well, I would imagine. Now, you say you got an anniversary coming up?
Yeah, 1 year anniversary.
Woo!
See that?
November
See?
28th.
Black people and Latinos have the same math. Say, I got 3 kids. One's 18, one's 6, one's 4. How long you been married? 1 year.
I love that. Yeah, but that's a beautiful thing, though.
Yeah.
You know? I never knew that. But, you know, in saying that, the dating thing is like, I don't get how you're able to do that because you're on the road. You guys are comedians. You're, hot spotting it everywhere. You got, being in the center of the limelight. You do movies. You do producing. You do all that shit. And basically, in the meantime, because I'm feeling like, what aren't I doing? This guy was able to, he has 3 kids. He was able to get married. And like, where did you have time for this? Is this like, and please don't tell me like some match dot something, because that was our last show of like insanity.
I think the last thing I did was Black Planet, and I was done with that. I was
Black?
Black.
Yeah, that's how long ago, right?
Is that like J-Date for brothers? Is that what that is?
Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
It was crazy. I was like, I'm good.
No,
I'm
I
good.
can't even imagine.
Oh, I was on eHarmony for 3 months. I wrote a bit called The Hypocrisy of eHarmony.
Oh.
People are so full of it online, man. They're like, this is who I am. And then you meet them and you're like, what happened to the dude online or the girl online? What happened to that?
Is that like, remember Cyrano de Bergerac? Remember in the, was that Shakespeare where he, the guy in the bushes was reading the poetry and he would, it wasn't really him. And then she meets him and he has to confess, the guy with the long nose.
Are you talking to a Latino and a black dude about Shakespeare?
I could be. I
be
could
or
be.
not to
Look,
be.
That is just as much, I just figured you'd
Othello.
probably know as
We
much as
didn't
I
go-
do.
We didn't go to no film school,
Dude.
NYU. She thinking we went to like Juilliard or something. We went to the
Look
School
at-
of Hard Knocks. My brother from D.C.
I
and a
heard-
Latino man
look.
from north of East L.A., girl.
Just
Come
in
on.
my defense, I only know about this because Steve Martin actually played that in a movie on TV. Otherwise, I don't know anything else about that
I thought
either.
you were from Southie, from Philly or something.
No, from Boston,
Boston.
dude.
Yeah, from
Boston.
Boston. From the
Boston.
Southie, right? From South Side?
Fuck no, Southie? What are you kidding me? I'm Italian. Southie is where Mark Wahlberg, which don't make me go there, dude. 'Cause
Mark.
Marky Mark.
That's
is
my
supposed to
boy.
be- As we say, Marky Mark.
Funky Bunch.
Make
That's
sure you
it.
see Patriots Day.
That's it.
Great
Yeah, I
movie.
saw that movie. In
Great
fact,
movie.
it's so funny. I keep saying I'm going to run into my family thinks I've lost my fucking mind, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. And I keep saying, like, I keep seeing him like it's at 6 degrees of separation where he's either been somewhere that I've been. So my sister's we're at the Cape, right? The Cape Cod.
Yeah.
And
The
she's
Cape.
talking to me, and she's saying to me, we really think you've pushed this just too far. You keep talking about this. You just sound crazy to everybody. She goes, it's not like he's everywhere almost where you're not. This is no lie. The TV's on behind us, and it goes, Mark Wahlberg is in Watertown today promoting his film, The Patriot. Okay,
Patriot
so
Day.
so she's like, we're there.
Right.
We're both in the same area. So now, like, she says, all right, I'll give you that. Now I come here, the first day of my radio show, we pull up, and the big, huge billboard has the ad for Deep Water, which is Mark Wahlberg.
Water?
So I'm like, ah! Yeah, so I get all these little snapshots of, like, everywhere I go, he's taunting me.
Yeah.
Like, I go into CVS, and I'm in the back, and the pharmacy, there's only one magazine in the fucking stand, and I look at it, and it's a men's health magazine. Who's on the cover? Mark Wahlberg.
So look, the moral of the story is I'm on the show because I took a picture of Mark Wahlberg. So she's see, all right, I'm out of here. You use me.
That's
Is that
it.
right?
Oh my
Wait,
God.
wait,
Where
wait.
we're going with this? I'm like-
Because no, that segues into that. I wanted you on the show. We had talked about that before. So this guy's, everybody posted, and I'm like, he's got a fucking picture with Mark Wahlberg. How does he get? And I mean, I'm like, That should be my picture. Okay, wait. Does that mean I'm closer to meeting Mark Wahlberg? So I had to go, with that, Melvin. And yes, I had you here, but I know how that goes. They do their promos, and it's like they come off the stage, and it's like everybody kind of like, if you can grab a photo, you do, right?
And I had my Patriots hat on. So
you did?
Like,
oh, man, that's
this
right.
This was at the not Westwood Village, Century City Mall. They had at the movie theater there.
And you were there to see him?
See the movie. See the Patriots Day of screening. And then I got a chance to meet him, Peter Berg, and all the other cast.
And had he have known my quest, he would have been like, yo, Anna Marie. Yeah.
So you want to meet Mark Wahlberg, or you just happen to be around him a lot?
No, that's my thing is like, I want to meet.
Dream?
Yeah, like, no, it's just to prove a point that I'm not crazy.
You want to grab his Calvin Klein butt?
No, I'm sure his wife wouldn't be happy about that. No, I just want he's a fellow Bostonian, and that's one of the things. And being out here in LA, I've been here a year. And it's just like an ongoing joke with my family of the how much has she lost her fucking mind? She keeps talking about like she's gonna meet what? She's out there.
You might have lost your mind because he had the New Kids on the Block hairdo, so you missed the.
I saw that.
The Justin Bieber Swift thing.
See, I know a lot of performers that are like, no, man, I got to look at that before you post that on general media. And then there's like, don't post anything about me on general media. It's like you people are all kind of pissy when you get to a certain point in your careers, I guess, the prima donna stage.
So you still haven't met him?
No, I haven't.
You're close.
You're
like, close. You're here.
I was close. I was close. I think this was the side.
I got to say this. I'll segue into why Melvin's here. This, for me, I got to be honest with you, bro, is a little dream come true for me.
Is it?
Yes, because I am one of the few people that actually watched The Wire from when it started until it ended. People found out about The Wire after it kind of almost went off the air. Mm-hmm. Season 4, I think, was the season where it kind of blew up. Right. But season 1, 2, and 3, only people that knew about it watched it. And then it became this cult phenomenon. And I don't know if you guys know this. I'm sure you do, or maybe you don't. But they just came out with the top 100 TV shows of all time. And The Wire was number 2 of all time. And so I performed we had an acting class a couple months ago, and Melvin walks in, and I was like, that's Bernard. That's Bernard from The Wire. I was like, what? Because I love The Wire. I think it's one of the greatest TV shows. I think it's one of the most underrated shows that most people never really got to see. And the reason that it was underrated, as far as I'm concerned, is because it was too true to life. Oh, man. It was when George Bush was in office.
Oh, wow.
And the basic premise of The Wire is that the way that the drug lords run the streets is the same way the mayor runs the city. And it's all interconnected. And because it was too real and too true to life, I don't think they promoted it enough. There was something going on where it was kind of suppressed. I mean, everybody watched Sopranos. Everybody watched Sopranos, right? And they promoted the heck out of it, and it was cool because it was like the mafia. Everyone knows about the mafia. But they
won all the awards. They got all the accolades.
But because The Wire was too
phenomenal.
True to life, it was like kind of suppressed. So the fact that I got to do a radio show with you, bro, is kind of an honor for me.
Well, that was actually funny because now I had no idea that there was any connection between you two. And I was telling him that as I'm looking for a picture to post, I'm going through his photos, and I see a picture, and I'm like,
that's Ernie G.
There's Ernie. They're already, you're together. And then when I said to you, yeah, you're going to be on with Melvin Jackson Jr., you said, who's that? And I was like, and what was beautiful, that comedic timing, he actually let it hang. Right. So I'm like, the fuck, what does he mean? Who's that? He's got a picture. I'm going to get this picture and shove it up his ass. And then he says, just kidding.
Yeah,
I love that guy. So that is so cool. And I love that because, like, do you have like crazy people that have come up to you, stories? Like I love when comedians actually tell some of their stories about, like I said, when you first started, funny stories was them talking about when they got booed, getting through that moment. And my thing was, why would you get back up on stage? How do you get from that? And every comedian I have has to tell me that, because Sean G said, if you don't have a bomb story,
hell yeah,
then you're not an actual, you don't earn your badge. No stinking badge for you.
The story I love to tell is I was at the Comedy Store recently, probably about a year ago. And, when you hang out at the Comedy Store, there's all these like comics that are up on stage, but then you'll see celebrities pop in all the time that just hang out. And Chris Rock, Dice Clay, Bill Maher, swear to God, this is before Norm Macdonald had passed, and Pauly Shore were all just hanging out in the back, just chilling, talking to each other. And I'm like, oh, snap. So I just eased on over and was listening to what they were talking about. They weren't bragging about, I killed it in front of 10,000 people or I destroyed. They were bragging about how bad they had been bombed Oh, dude, that ain't nothing. Dice Clay's like, try getting booed in front of 100,000
No,
people.
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And they were talking about the worst bombs ever, and it made me feel so good.
I would imagine.
Because my worst bomb ever, I had got booed off stage by 10,000 black people when I opened for James Brown, the
Shut
godfather of
up.
soul. I had just started doing comedy, maybe a year into it. I was directing summer camps, and I had come home from summer camp, and this dude calls me. He's like, bro, my headliner, he's not coming. Can you come and do like a half an hour? And I was like, bro, I've only been in the game. Like, I don't even got half hour. He goes, I'll give you $50. I'm like, for $50, I'll do it.
Get
I
outta here.
wasn't getting paid hardly anything. Drive to this bar, and I'm all sunburned from directing summer camp. I say, you know what? Screw this. You guys want to do a summer camp song with me? Come on, 1, 2, 3. Bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. So I got a bunch of drunk Mexicans at this bar to sing a stupid camp song with me, right? Some woman in the audience was like, oh my God, we're producing a concert for James Brown at this park, summer concert series. Can you come and perform? And I said, hell yeah. She's like, we have a small budget. We'll pay you $100. I go, hell yeah, I'll do
now
it.
you just upped it.
I drive to Frank G. Bonelli Park in San Dimas, summer concert series, and I'm thinking there's going to be 300-400 people. 10,000 people.
Are you shitting
Free
me?
concert. It was a big, humongous free concert.
yeah,
I'd
James
say
Brown.
9,500 of them were black people in their 30s and 40s. And I go up there and I do 3 or 4 jokes and I get laughs. And the woman's looking at me going, do the bubble gum, do the bubble gum. And I'm like, no. She goes, do it. So I'm like, you guys want to sing a camp song with me? Come on, everyone. Bubblegum, bazooka, zooka, bubblegum. All of a sudden, boo, boo. Then,
And
you
once
know
it starts, a wave, right?
well, you know how black people boo. They boo in unison, like boo.
It's like Apollo boo. Oh, boo, boo.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Boo,
No,
nigga
I-
need to step, nigga need to step, nigga need to step. And I got booed off the stage and I was devastated. But James Brown is walking to stage as I'm getting booed off stage, and he's with his publicist, and the lady goes, hey, Mr. Brown, this is Ernie G. He just opened for you. And he goes, how you doing, man? Heard you had a good show. Like laughing. And then the publicist takes a picture of me and James Brown. That picture comes out in the newspaper the next morning, and it says Summer Concert Series, headlined by James Brown, comedian Ernie G. opened. And I used that as a promotional piece for the next
yeah.
5 years. People are like, you opened for James Brown? I'm like, yeah, I got booed off stage by 10,000 people, but nobody knew
And
that.
now the rest of the story.
So
I used
bragging-
to love that.
Bragging
Wow.
in comedy has to do
you
with
go.
how badly you have gotten
yeah,
beaten down
that's what
and get
I'm
back
hearing.
up.
I'm getting psyched for this because eventually that's going to be something that I'm pretty much going to set myself up to do.
Everyone's been booed
You know,
off stage
to get up
or
on stage,
bombed.
tell a story, and you know, if I don't get booed, maybe. I mean, will I feel like an epic failure if I don't get booed? Is that
Nah,
a
I
possibility?
haven't got booed. I mean, but it's like crickets is just as bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like. Okay,
So where do
I
you
think
go
it's-
with
I think-
that?
I think it's my time to exit.
What was it? Do you remember the joke that you were trying to get through?
You want us to relive this memory?
No.
She's so happy.
Yes, I am.
Can we have a cathartic experience of your worst
I think
moment
that
of
was
life?
the problem. I couldn't remember the joke. So I was
No,
like,
you're like
what?
what?
Oh, damn, I forgot my joke. It's like,
Dang.
so it's definitely, man. I'm still learning.
Do you think it's like when people go to the races or they watch a fight, they're waiting for somebody to get slaughtered so that when they're coming, the mentality of the audience in comedy is like back in the day with the jester, you know, make us laugh or we'll kill you and throw you in the lion's den. I mean, is that the mentality that you're facing? I mean, that much pressure.
I think what you just have to do is like you learn what your comfort zone is, and I mean I think sometimes more the conversational piece as far as comedy than just kind of go out there and tell jokes. 'Cause comedians told me don't go out there and try to get laughs. And you're like, well, that's what I do it for. But it's like, no, you just go out there to tell real life stories, but make it relatable.
So who gave you your best material?
Who gave me my best
In
material?
other words, when you draw on your comedy, because it comes
Eddie
from a real
Murphy,
place.
Delirious. I watched that. Like that's my motivation. Anytime I'm like, when I was even thinking about doing comedy, I watched Delirious, Raw, and I was just like, man.
Do you know when you came up to me and you get out of your car? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, man, he kind of reminds me of Eddie Murphy. Swear to God. I mean,
I'm still waiting for the DNA test. We're talking to Maury right now. You know. Eddie said he don't need no more kids to claim, but I said, listen, I don't want nothing from you. I just want.
Hey, you never know, dude. You are primed to when he has his life story told. they'd be looking for who's gonna play Eddie Murphy. I'm
Ooh,
telling
that could
you,
be your
I
moment.
wore my leather suit and everything. It was a little tight. I had to throw it away. It was just too
What?
I
Was it leather?
I
Was
farted and it didn't come out. It just stayed there. I was like, where is this fart at?
just hit.
A week later, I said, oh, there it is.
That's an Eddie Murphy joke too. Like people always wait to smell your farts. Like I farted, they go, "Yeah, you did." That's funny, dude, because Eddie Murphy Delirious is the reason
Yeah.
I became a comedian.
Yeah.
I used to memorize the entire show and do it for sleepovers at people's houses.
Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonie
Goody
Goo
Goo Goo. That's
Of
a
course,
thing in
my
my
favorite
house.
part is
Yes.
ice cream. Ice cream.
Ice cream man.
The ice cream man is coming.
I have the,
The other
ice
thing
cream.
the
and
other-
you can have now.
that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat it. Oops.
Psych.
I got the ice cream. I'm gonna kiss the guy.
Your dad's on welfare.
Your mama's an
And his
alcoholic.
father-
Yeah, that's the best one. But
Wanna
all of
lick?
that
Psych.
was pulled from real life. I mean, that's what I've been told. You know, like there's all different comedic styles. And Willie Barcena was talking to me about Joey Diaz, who's got like great podcasts out. But I watched his comedy, and he's like, you might want to watch this because the relationship that I had was Willie's going to be on the show eventually. He's just been touring. But in talking about comedy, for him, and he's listening to me tell stories, he's like, yeah, tell me about yourself. Well, I went on for about an hour.
Like
And-
you're doing here
yeah,
today?
exactly.
Talking more than us, lady.
I
Let's
know,
tell
it's
stories. Jesus Christ, is this your show or our?
got my name on that shit. But he said that he's like, stories are the best. What you know, the truth, and be willing to be vulnerable in front of your audience because then they'll know you're real.
Right.
And when they understand that all of that comes from the reality and the pain, and you transfer that
Right.
into funny humor and they can relate to it, that's what makes a good comedian. He said a lot of the shit he goes, there's a lot of times, he goes, stay away from the dick jokes. Just, everybody at the last resort will pull a dick joke. And you can always tell the young comedians
Right.
who thinks they go for the shock value, which ain't funny.
Yeah.
It's like you've heard that 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So going back to Eddie Murphy, I had a cool story that you just. That cut
I
me off.
derailed
No,
you?
it's all right. It's all right. Eddie Murphy is the reason I became a comedian because I memorized his show over and over again. I did it at sleepovers for friends' houses. So when Raw came out, before the movie came out, he was on tour with Raw, touring. What he was going to film, and I think I might have been.
Pull over.
Hey, all that. I don't know if I was in 8th grade or I was already a freshman in high school, but it was the first concert I ever got to see by myself. My mama took me to see the Village People
Get out.
and Donna Summer at the Greek Theater when I was a little boy. But my first concert I got to see by myself was Eddie Murphy Raw, dude. And we were at the Great Western Forum where the Lakers play basketball, and there was 30,000 people there. And I remember there was black people, white people, Mexican people, Asian people, everybody. And the Busboys were playing, opening for him. And then all of a sudden it got quiet. And that leather outfit, bro.
Yeah, red
with
leather,
him
right?
standing kind of cockside, and the red curtain, and then the light turned on. And I'll vividly remember them saying, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Eddie Murphy. And 30,000 people stood
Boy.
up. And I saw this Asian kid, this skinny little Chinese dude going, yeah, yeah. And I see this little white girl, little blonde girl going, oh my God. And I saw a bunch of Mexican cholos going, yeah. And it was the first time I saw black people, white people, Asian people, Mexican
united,
people
man.
all screaming for one dude. It wasn't the Rolling Stones. It wasn't the Beatles. It was one dude in a cheesy ass leather outfit. And I remember he just stood there sucking it all in. He stayed there for like a minute without saying a word, just looking at us. And I was like, yeah. Then he grabbed the mic and he says, what's up, y'all? And dude, the place just went crazy. And I remember as a kid going, I'm going to do that one day.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
that's the reason I became a comedian, bro.
I would think.
Ooh, I'm getting chills just
I
telling
get-
that
yeah, I'm
story,
like-
man.
You can feel that energy in the room. What made you want to do comedy?
Yeah.
Wow. I had a lot. I had a lot of friends that were comedians. So I was just always around it, and I was like, I want to do it one day. Me, and my best friend was my brother. Said, let's do it, and I ended up punking out. He did it first, and it didn't work out. And I was like, I'm gonna wait. And then one day I was
You let him
like,
take the bullet?
yeah,
You
yeah.
let him take the bullet?
Oh, sorry, missed me. not right now. I'm not ready. So yeah, and I think I just went through a divorce. I was like, this is the perfect time to kind of
I'm not sure about comedy.
yeah, you know.
I'm with
So
ya.
I just started talking about stuff that happened, and you know, I went to an open mic, and I was like scared. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run out. My heart was beating, and then they called me up, and my first time up, I did like almost 10 minutes.
It wasn't comedy, it was therapy.
Right,
huh,
exactly.
bro?
I was like, whoo, I'm light.
I feel
Did-
good.
yeah, but was that the subject that you talked about?
I talked about everything. I talked about how it's so hot in LA, like you have to have a deodorant in the back of your pocket, like a AAA car, like it's just so hot. And you know, and just dealing with, you know, being married, you understand, like, you know, okay, it didn't work out the first time. The second time, I'm gonna be a perfect husband. I'm just gonna be like, yes, dear, to everything. Like I'm not gonna talk back or nothing. You got it, whatever. Oh yeah, you're right, absolutely.
Thought about running a summer camp.
Yeah.
You coach people on that.
Right. It's like, man, it's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah,
Right?
man. Yeah.
Right?
What do they say?
There's some comics out there, and not comics, excuse me. There's some therapists out there that say you gotta just say yes, just say yes, just say yes. That's a Chris Rock joke too. Yes, yes, honey, yes, yes. Saying no to a woman is like walking into enemy hostile territory. There is no relief, right, bro?
And I feel like women, you guys are so convincing that you'll convince us of something that we didn't do, and we'll think we did do. We're like, yeah, babe, you was. I said, I know, I didn't do that. Like, yeah, you were. You were sitting right there. You had the striped shirt on that I bought you from Macy's, and you was there, like, hey, babe, can I get something? And I'm like,
Dang.
oh,
All right,
I
I might have
Yeah.
done that.
I have a question. When you open the, I get a lot of laughs from men and women. I'm like, what is it with guys when they open the refrigerator? It's like a black void. They can't find shit. They're always like, honey, where'd you put the? And it's like it's right in front of you. And guys are like, no, man, I can't find it. And then she'll walk over and go, it's right here. Are you blind? You don't look. You don't know how to move shit.
Right.
And the guy's like, no, I swear to God, I looked there.
Yeah.
I know I looked there. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's just black void
right
when you
there.
open it up.
Right there.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
See, that's a situation that happens when you have a relationship. When you're married or in a relationship. I have been single for the longest. I've never been married, no kids, college educated, pursuing my dream. I have a heart of gold. Basically, I'm a catch.
You are.
The problem is I'm looking for a beautiful, powerful, educated woman who has a little ghetto in her.
Oh, there you
I
go.
want the kind of girl I could sneak food with into a movie theater. I want the kind of girl that gets turned on with a coupon. You know what I'm saying? I went on a date recently with this girl. She brought a diaper bag on the date, right? I said, I didn't know you have any kids. She said, I don't. I can't find my purse. Shut up. Let's go. I'm like, dang, dude. So we went to the movies, right? And see, I graduated from Loyola Marymount University in 1994.
Wow.
I still use my student ID at the AMC movie theaters, man.
There you go.
I'm not going to spend
All
full
day.
price.
All
Shit.
day.
So we go inside and I tell her, get whatever you want. Popcorn, hot dogs. I got it. It's on me.
So me, I'm balling.
She was like, no, it's okay. Let's just go inside. I said, no, girl, I've been saving money all week. What you want? Popcorn, hot dogs? I got it. It's on me. She said, shut up and let's go inside. I was like, dang, dude. So we go inside. The lights go out. My stomach starts growling. As soon as the lights went down, she pulled out that diaper bag, pulled up sunflower seeds, tuna fish, sandwiches. I was like, what the hell?
I'm writing this down. Type of bag to the movies. I like that.
Yeah, right. I said, will you marry me, girl? Will you marry me? I want the kind of girl that has a little bit of ghetto, but I don't want somebody that out ghettos me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that has the same level of ghetto as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ghetto and then there's chunti ghetto, you know? Like,
No,
dang,
explain
that's
that
It's
to
a
ghetto.
one gunshot minimum.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
ghetto
really?
to the max. There's like, you know, the tolerable level of ghetto. And then there's like, chunti ghetto is like, when she embarrasses you and you are, you know, you don't get embarrassed by many things, but then you're like, God damn, girl, what the hell's that all about? You know, like when they have the tattoo of their ex visible
Oh, that ain't
and
right.
then it's covered with a rose.
Yeah.
But you can still see the name. It was Bernard, right, bro? It was Bernard.
There you go.
How can you tell I covered the B? I'm like, oh man.
That's funny. Yeah, you that I would have to say in being single, you're not. But the
You've
dating
never been single, have you, bro?
I have.
Have you been?
for what,
Yeah.
a minute?
For a hot minute.
I was single after my divorce. I was single for a while because I was trying to enjoy singleness. I'm like, oh, I'm single again. What do I do? It was crazy.
How
It
long?
is.
A year?
Yeah, is that maybe a year.
Maybe a year.
That's
See, I've
like
maybe
nothing.
been in a
Dude, I
relationship
just
for
did
a
Because
year.
year.
it's hard to be single when you've been married for 10 years and it's
Right.
like
You
I'm
used to a certain way.
I was a husband. I was a
32 years. It's been a year, and being out there, it's fucking scary out there. It's like the
it's
rules
terrible.
have changed. It's like, and everyone goes, "Oh, it's L.A." I'm like, what is with all the hit it and run? You take the minute you get in like I don't know about you, but I can judge by this man right here takes you out on a date. he doesn't expect to hit it and run, unless she's that ghetto thing that he was
Right.
talking about. Then he's gonna. No, but I'm just
I'm not a hit it
saying.
and quit it kind of guy no more.
Yeah, it's
Too
like,
scary. It's too scary.
It is. That's why you
Plus,
know.
I'm
You
at
can't
that-
run fast enough.
Right? You can't run fast enough. Hell
no, you can't run, nor can you hide. It's just like I've gotten lines where, I could act like I'm really interested in everything you have to say and listen to these stories, but I don't have time for that, actor. He's like, because I got to be places. So why don't we just? We know what we're here for. We're adults. We'll just hit it. And I'm
He
like,
said that?
yeah. And I'm like,
Dang. What a romantic pickup line.
yeah. It's like, boy, that's really. Is this what oral sex has come down to?
That's what oral sex
It's
is.
like
now.
okay, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just going to throw that over there, and when you're done with it, let me know. It just doesn't make any sense to me as to, does anyone engage in conversation? I mean, how did you meet some? You're already married, dude, and you got a year in, you got 3 beautiful sons.
He ain't got
I
no
had-
problem.
I-
He's
I-
a good-looking dude,
I had to
skinny.
no,
You think-
my wife was
Papi
not
chulo.
easy at all. I had to pursue her. And I was, before I met her, I was kind of done. I was like done dating. I was like, I'm just gonna focus on my career. I saw her, and it was like heaven gates open. Like,
When she
Really?
walked
Boom.
into the
and I was
crowded
like,
room.
something about her, and I pursued her, and I was like, told her friends, I was like, she's gonna be my wife, and it's like, okay, yeah.
She sent my rocket to the moon.
I love it.
Damn,
I love
that's
it.
beautiful, bro.
Proposed 5 times. I was
What?
Really?
like, yeah, I almost stayed down.
Black
there
girl,
4 times.
Latina girl,
Black.
black girl.
Yeah,
You ever go on the Latin side? A few times.
one time.
One time.
I had a thing for.
He said
Latins.
those
I had
girls
a
are
thing for
crazy. I ain't
Latins.
never going back. They're crazy. I ain't never going back.
They
to
used
that.
to be scared of me for some reason. I used to go. I was in Texas one time, and I was trying to go out to Senorita, and they was not feeling me. I was like,
Oh,
man.
in Texas, they racist, dude. That's why, dude. Mexicans are
I was
racist
like,
against black
man.
people.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Old school Mexicans. Nowadays Mexicans are, because we all have the same issues, so we're cool. But old school Mexican men are like, because Chris Rock has a joke about that too. They fought for the same jobs and stuff. So black men and Latino men, they used to.
Oh,
they used to-
minority status.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sad, man.
The thing, hey man,
But we here now, brother.
Hey, what's up? That's what's up.
Okay,
That's what's up.
myself.
I've been writing a joke about how I randomly catch myself turning into a grouchy old man. Like I was driving on the freeway the other day. It was I performed at the Ha-Ha, and then Jack wanted me to stay for a second show. I'm like, are you going to pay me twice? He's like, no, we'll just do a second show. I'm like, I'm out of here. 11:30 at night, driving home on the 405. 2 kids come humming past me going 100 and something. And I remember going, oh, that's why I don't like being out late on Friday nights. Dude, it was 11:30, bro.
Wow.
That's when we used to go out.
Oh, yeah,
And now
yeah.
I'm like, I got to get home and get under my blankie in front of my
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, well,
And it's all these little moments of like, I feel, and so now I can't hit it and quit it because I need to feel connected to a girl in order to engage in any kind of intimacy. I have girls hitting me on me all the time. And back in the day, I'm like, hell yeah, it's on, dude. But now I'm like, I don't really even know your name. Have we met before? Because I don't think you should be touching me unless we've had like an experience in the past. Remind me, have we met? Because if we haven't, I'd appreciate if you get your hands off me. It's really the way
it
I
really
feel. You know what
is.
I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's really you have. Well, you're young too. It's like you should be married and doing all that. I mean, you've already been in the single. You get to like where we are age wise, and you're
What
like,
do you mean where we are? You
Where
know
we are.
how young or old I am, girl.
I know. I'm just saying. No, I
Where
just
we are, where
we're,
we
we're
are.
the people going to bed at 11:30. But I mean, this is something that if you're out there and you're like you obviously would get hit on. Wife's at home, and you go. I'm married. I
Like, I'm
appreciate it. I'm married.
Bam.
Yeah,
Bam.
yeah, bam. But it's like when you're single and you have men that are like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I got somebody, but it's all right. If you, what was it? What arrangements? I've heard that. My wife and I have an arrangement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be a part of that flower pot. And it's like, how do you actually think a woman would be like, oh yeah, that's great. I've done nothing but thrive to be the girl on the side after being the wife. Now
I'm
I want to
surprised.
be the girl. Really?
Did you just write that, poet?
No.
That was a poem. I've done
No.
nothing. She just rhymed. I've done nothing inside to be the woman on the side, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm
what
bad
did you
like that.
say?
Probably.
We gotta rewind
Rap
that, man,
that.
because you just
Hit
rapped
that.
a line
She's
of her life.
rocking a funky bunch, man.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, like I got my mother at home, and she's like, you should just date yourself now.
Aw.
And I'm like, pretty sure I was doing that through my marriage. But yeah, I mean, being and then what the conversation is with because like I said, the men that are guys my age don't ask me out, and I keep saying this at every show I have. I don't know why that is. They're all
Can't keep up with you.
Because
30,
you're a cool girl. You're cool. You need
30-something.
something in there. Mid-30s. That'd be perfect for you.
yeah, but you guys
They'll
are
be
like
able to keep
they
up
want
with
to
you.
plow you over in the first date.
Hi.
That's-
You got
yeah.
a problem, and you're complaining why?
I know, because I'm like you. I'm you know like.
feel connected.
Doesn't anybody have a car? Right.
I don't
Can
even
we
know
talk
the name of
first?
your.
Can we talk first?
Yeah.
I don't even know you like that.
I need to know the name of your penis at least. What's the name of your? I'll tell you the name of my vagina. You tell me the name of your penis,
Listen,
and then maybe.
My sister said to me, she's hysterical. She goes, "Oh my God, I can't even imagine being naked in front of a 30-something-year-old. I mean, I don't even like being naked in front of myself." I'm like, "Okay,
Aw.
Natalie." She goes, "I blindfold my vibrator." I'm like,
Aw,
"Okay, I'll
wow.
use that on stage." She goes, "Just give me the credit." And I'm like, "I'm sure your husband will like that conversation."
Oh. Hey, you know, I was gonna ask you: is wearing that attract more hoes? That like, well, he married. I'm gonna just try and hit it and quit it.
Some people don't even pay attention. It's weird. It's like, you know, and I
You're like,
it's not flashy
hello?
enough. Maybe I'll get it more flashy, you know. But but it's interesting. I think sometimes it does attract, you know, women. They almost like they want to break up your home. I'm like, you know what? I got more to lose than you do. I'm sorry. Step back.
Yeah, because you know, love is grand, divorce is like 100 billion grand
Yeah,
when
it's
you
like,
get to a certain
listen,
point.
you have my wife killing both of us, and it ain't worth it. Listen, I don't want to die. I love my life.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, and what about I'd have to say like holidays coming up, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Duh, everybody gets stressed out. I was in retail, and I don't know if it's the same as in your industry. People are so tweaked on the holidays.
Oh my God.
Like when you're doing comedy around the holidays, is there a different vibe in the air with your audience? Or you know, the way they come to be, let me relieve
Excuse me.
this stress of my family, make me
Yeah.
fucking laugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, is it kind of?
You know what's funny? I went to did a show around Christmas at the Ha Ha. Matter of fact, and they had that Christmas tree up. I think that was a good show. It was pretty good. But yeah, it's just interesting. I think your spirits are a little different. You're like, man, everyone's happy, so they probably a little genuineness with the laughs a little bit. You're like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, for me, it's tough because, you know, I've been doing this empowerment comedy now for the past like 10 years.
I
So
love that.
I do inspirational comedy at colleges and universities. And every year for my birthday, which is Christmas Eve, I do a big comedy bash. And I invite my friends to come and perform. But people know when they come to my show that I'm going to do some uplifting, inspirational stuff. But when I first started doing comedy, I tried to throw inspirational stuff in there. And Willie Barcena actually pulled me aside and coached me on it. He's like, bro, what are you doing with that inspirational crap, dude? Tell a flipping joke, bro. People don't come to comedy to think about their lives. They come to forget about their lives, bro.
True.
All that inspirational crap makes them think about their lives, dude. Do a flipping joke, bro. And I was like, you're right, Willie. I'll stop doing the inspiration. But the problem was I wasn't even that funny yet. You know, I had just started doing comedy, and it takes 5, 6, 7,
That's
10
the
years
other
to get
thing
funny.
I heard is what you just said is Sean said that is you have to you're not funny right away.
Nobody's funny at the beginning, and people think they are.
Yeah.
Every comic that's been in the game 2 or 3 years, like, bro, I killed it. No, dude, you got a few laughs is what you're supposed to do. When you go on stage, you're supposed to make them laugh, and if they're laughing, then you did well. But you didn't kill it. I watch old videos, tapes of myself, dude, because I used to record myself all the time, and I used to think, I'm the man, baby. I got off stage, I killed it, and now I'm embarrassed. Like, I can't believe how horrible I was back in the day.
So when you thought maybe 3 or 4 people cracking up in the audience was good. Have you ever rolled into the audience and got your ass handed to you because you didn't know what you're doing as far as engaging? We talked about that too, engaging the audience. Because the comedians are like, yeah, you got to know what you're doing because you can lose your shit. You throw it out in the audience and they can actually take control. If you don't know what you're doing and how to do that, you don't do that. Until you know what you're doing. I'm like, writing this stuff down, going, at the end of the day, I go, note to self, do not be a comedian. It's not for the weak.
No, people always ask me all the time. I don't know if you get this question. People are like, dude, I'm thinking about doing comedy. I want to get into it. What do you think? Yeah, I tell them all the same thing. This is one of 2 things going to happen. You're going to practice these jokes, right? You're going to do it in the mirror or whatever. You're going to do it in your head. Then you're going to get up on stage and you're going to do those jokes that you think are hilarious. And you're going to suck. And no one's going to laugh. And you're going to come off stage going, I'm never doing that again. Or the second thing will happen. You're
Yeah.
gonna practice. You're gonna go up on stage. You're gonna say these jokes, and you're gonna suck, and no one's gonna laugh. But instead of saying I'm never doing that again, in your mind you're gonna be like, I know I'm funnier than that. I gotta do it again.
Really?
And if that
Yeah.
second thing happens to you, may God have mercy on
And
your
your
soul,
soul.
because you got the bug and the virus and the fever and the flavor, and you're gonna try it, and one day you're gonna get a good laugh, a genuine laugh, and you're gonna it's like crack cocaine. When you wrote a joke that you spent hours trying to figure it out, why is this funny? Why is this funny? And then you do it and it gets a laugh, that validation, bro, it's like crack cocaine, man. It just fills you up like, I did that. I thought of that and they loved it. I need more of that.
The anatomy that, it's like the insight that what's been great about this show, it's like opened a bunch of doors that anyone who wants to get into comedy, and all of you are educating them as to, like, you have this perception, like, I was always funny. Everybody said you ought to be a comedian. And then as I watch comedians, I'm like, this is nothing like that at all. And also the material that comedians choose. And it's like you said, you segued into doing inspirational comedy. I have a friend of mine who does that, and he uses comedy, motivational comedian, speaker. And you went into acting, which a lot of, that's usually the segue that a lot of comedians like to take, right, Kevin?
Man, mine was backwards, actually.
Yeah.
Went from acting to comedy. People were like, why? I'm like, and it helps with, the acting, the comedic timing and everything. It definitely just helps, with everything. Now you're not trying to be funny. You just naturally are, and it just bleeds into you. So it's like, okay.
For what you're doing. You didn't have, like, when you were a little kid, your mom or anybody going, hey, just do that bit again.
Now, my dad was actually like, you're not funny. Like when I told him I was going to do comedy, he was like, but you're not funny. Until he saw my stuff, he was like, well, you crazy, you funny. I was
cool,
like, dang,
man.
it just hurt my feelings. Like, okay, I'm going to be funny nowadays.
Right?
And my friends that knew me, they were like, comedy? What? Because I would have never thought either. I'm like, I didn't think I was funny, but it's like, why not? Let's go up there and try. If it doesn't work out, then cool, I move. Now my friends, and they're like, continue to do it. And I'm like,
We got
acting.
some call-ins.
We had a call-in? Are you shitting
call-in?
me? I didn't even know. Yeah, hey.
oh man,
Wow.
Hey, who's on the line?
We
Who's
feeling
calling
special.
me in?
The host of the show. I didn't even know people were listening. Wow. This is great. I didn't know people were
Yeah,
watching.
I just have this show so I can hang out and rub elbows with comedians, put it on my Facebook, and my friends back home go, look at her, she's famous. She's famous. How you doing? It's the Anna Marie. Who we got?
What's up, Anne-Marie? This is Andre. I just called to let you know you guys are
Do I need a headphone?
very entertaining.
We can't hear
Knucklehead. Wait, hold on. Everybody's listening to you but me, and you're talking to me. Go ahead.
Okay. What's up? This is Andre. I was just letting you know you guys
Andre.
Andre. Who Andre?
Andre Reynolds?
Yeah, Mr. Andre. This is Mr. Andre.
Yeah, smoothest piece of
Checking
chocolate
out
in the
the show.
box.
You guys keep doing your thing. I'm very entertained. I usually be asleep at this time of night.
Really? I'm wicked thrilled you called in, dude. I appreciate you listening to the show because we're gonna have to get you on the show too. I'm gonna
well,
drag you out
whatever.
here.
No problem. I just wanted to give you guys a quick shout, let you know I'm listening. I believe a lot of other people are listening. I'm telling people to call
Oh,
and
cool.
also to listen to. So you guys are doing a good job. And I'm just going to hang up. I just want to give you guys a quick shout.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andre.
Thank you,
brother.
Andre.
Three Kings. What?
Three Kings,
Dang.
no doubt.
Thank you, Andre. Good night.
Look
That's
at that.
really cool, man.
That's hilarious. We
We
so
special.
excited. We on a radio show. We like, somebody called? Oh my God, somebody called. It turns out it's another comic. Hey man, I'm gonna be there next week, so make sure y'all listen in.
I wanted to touch on something. When I was a kid, what I didn't like, having a couch you couldn't sit on. That about the parents put the plastic on it. I hated that. And now I feel like I go through that in my own house now. I have a bathroom that I can't use. It's called the guest bathroom. My wife's like, you can, and I can pee there, but I can't take a dump there. I'm like, hold up. So in my own house, I can't take a dump in all the bathrooms. She's like, no, this is for the guests and guests only. I said, okay. So one time she went out of town, and I took a dump in the bathroom.
I feel so good.
And I
Yeah.
closed it up, and she's
No.
come back. I was like, oh, see, this is
You
this is
closed
why I
it
can't
up.
do it.
Did you feel like you were 7 again?
I did. I was like, oh, I can't. She can't come in here. I got everything. I was like, oh my God. Now she knows about this. Now if she listens, she knows about that. I was gonna,
Listen, that whole conversation. I had my small house. The bathroom was right. I mean, like that was the bathroom door, and the table was here. And my father-in-law at the time, he decided that, and there was a bathroom upstairs, but for whatever reason, he decided to take a dump in that bathroom during dinner, and then stood and waited for it to wait, and then roared at just like he was in his own little show as each person got hit with it, and was like, "What the hell are you serving? Smells like shit." And I'm like, "Really? Just it's a guy thing." Because I had a brother. You guys were like body functions
Did
in men.
this radio show just devolve down
It just
to
went down
fart
the
jokes?
shitter.
Are we doing
It
shit
did.
jokes?
Listen, but I kept away from the dick jokes. They said no dick jokes. We'll do
Dick
the
jokes, fart jokes,
jokes,
shit
all the
jokes,
same.
it's all the same.
Come on,
girl.
that's not true. You got to stay away from that.
Common
Write that down.
denominator.
Common denominator.
No,
All right, I
finish
got to write
story.
that
Finish
down.
That story. Finish that story.
Yeah, no, it's just that the guy. One of those things. I have a brother, and growing up with one boy in the house, and I had 3 sisters. Some of the worst moments in my life, as far as like knowing about things, you never did the what was the oldest joke? Pull my finger. All right, which is a great thing that you actually see on comedy shows where the dad does that. I'm serious. I mean,
And speaking of that, I will never have a fart contest with a woman. It just changes the whole dynamic. I think when she out farts you, it's just like you can't look at her the same. It's like I can't look at you now anymore.
I used to want to put my face in the place, but now.
Now, yeah,
Oh.
no, you just ruined that. Nothing ruins it yet. So that's a good idea. So if I'm on a date with someone and it goes bad, I just fart,
There you
and
go.
then I'm out.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah,
date's over. Check, please.
Right?
Check right now. You know what? I'll come to you.
Either that or you'll attract the weirdos that'll be like, "Oh, baby, I love you.
Like, oh, that's
I
how good.
love
What is that?
you.
Potpourri?
What is that?
I love you."
No,
when a girl.
That's that Boston. That's that Boston baked beans you had.
Well, I mean, you guys laugh at that, but I did a whole thing on date food. Like my world has changed. It's like if you have a date, my girlfriend's like, I got this hummus sandwich, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure, I got a date later. I'm pretty sure I won't be eating that.
Right.
Is that a vegan girlfriend?
It's wrapped in it's wrapped in spinach, and it's got garlic. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a date killer bomb right there on every level.
You know what's sad is LA is filled with all these vegans and all these vegetarians and all these people eating healthy. And so I'm trying to get with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be cool with it. And then I go anywhere else in the country and I look like excuse me, no offense to anybody, but I just look like a tutti frutti dude from LA, because I'll be like, oh, do you guys have balsamic vinaigrette? Let's just saying that.
Lights, make it lights.
I got a burger, and instead of fries, I got a salad. And I said, "Do you guys have balsamic vinaigrette?" And all the kids that I was eating, all these college kids are like, "Balsamic vinaigrette? Are you gay? Are you? What is going?" And I'm like, "No, it's
No, man, I
healthier
said
for
ball
you.
sack. I didn't say that. I said ball sack.
Healthier for you."
That's
I'm trying to
terrible.
get with it, but dude, you bring it anywhere else. I gotta move to Texas and have some big,
Give me some
gorgeous
steak.
Mexican girl fall in love with me because they love big dudes in Texas.
Do
Hell
they?
yeah. Out here, they want you to be skinny, man. They
Dude.
want skinny papi chulos. I need to find a beautiful, powerful, educated woman that likes a dude with girth. 'Cause I got girth.
Do you know that's in Jamaica? Okay,
Jamaica.
the men like my friend said
Booty.
his girlfriend, a friend, she's 300 pounds, and the men were fighting over her.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
was like, so what's up with that? To one of his Jamaican friends, he goes, when you're lying on the mommy and you got all, and I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, man, they like them big. So I'm like
More
saying to my mother,
cushion
Ma,
for
I
the
know where you
pushing."
can go. I know you can go. Jamaica be looking for you. Yeah, I mean, it's all a preference of cultural preferences. I always joke and say, I can't wait to go home and hug that skinny ass bitch, said no man ever. I mean, men like women with curves. And women are all paying attention to the Barbie doll stick figure 12-year-old shape and killing themselves. No, huh?
We like to be able to feel it.
Yes.
More cushion for more cushion for the pushing.
Yeah,
right?
one comedian who said, because when you slap that big booty and it's solid, it's there. That skinny, what happened? She left. She went, Yeah, but I just can't even imagine as far as what to look forward to for the next year. I've just hit the year mark. So I'm wondering,
Year mark.
any advice for when you're out there, when you beware. of that
To
long
attract a man?
distance
Is that what you're
there.
asking?
I do attract men. I don't have a problem with that, but it's like it always goes the same direction. It always ends up the same direction as far as like.
Are you complaining about the fact that men want to sleep with you
Yes.
while you're showing off your chi-chis during a radio show?
Yeah, but
Is
it's a
that
radio
the
show.
epitome of hypocrisy?
This happened. This was totally
It's
not.
like it's like women show cleavage, but like, oh, why are you looking at my chest?
No,
Like,
Yes.
I
thought-
never said
that-
that.
like,
that
I
was
thought
an
you
old-
wanted them to.
That's one of my
I
old jokes
never
I did
said
20
that.
years ago.
Like,
I
oh,
go,
this
That's
skirt is
so
too
fun.
short, but I'm gonna wear it anyway because I want attention. But I don't want attention, so I'm gonna keep pulling it down every 5
I don't
minutes.
mind. No, I don't mind. I don't mind any of that. It's just like I said. It's this. There has to be a gradual kind of getting to know someone. It's like you
yeah,
said.
but you don't want to be. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a horse, expecting him not to bite. Girl, you,
Dude, if you were
you
wearing
gotta cover it all up.
Cover it all up?
and then slowly but surely reveal. See, I would love to be a girl just for one night to see what it is like. I'll showing off all this skin, walk into a
You
club.
hear he said one night because you don't want to do it when you're
One
period.
night,
He's like,
just
oh,
to-
y'all cramping. I'm cramping.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
just
to come
one
back.
night, just one
Lord,
night.
please help me.
Just one-
Oh,
trust me,
I'm
bro.
7 days. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm bleeding. I need a pad. Oh,
Yeah.
I need a wrap. Stop the bleeding. It's still bleeding. Oh,
One day.
Oh.
Oh, I'm saying, I used to do a bit about that, about how blessed I am to be a man, because women got to deal with things we don't even think about. Monthly visitors, your hair for the first 3 years of every woman's life. This is every morning for a woman getting her hair pulled by her mom. Every day getting her hair pulled by her mom. I've never had anybody pull my hair every damn day.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
you're
every
right.
girl.
They still for your brownie.
Yeah.
It's the brush up.
But I just want to see what it feels like for one day to be like a dressed up like a fine chick and walk into a club just so I can see what it feels like to reject a man. I have some guy come up and ask me to dance. Would you like to dance? I'd be like, loser. See, the problem is I want to see what that power feels like because women are such hypocrites. Like they would dress with their skin showing, their titties hanging out, and then they get mad that we look. Isn't that the point that we look?
You
Didn't
may
you
look.
dress like
Some
that
women.
so that we look?
Yeah, but
To
not
me,
like
to me,
it's
it's like walking
braille,
up, Can I
dude.
finish my bit, lady? Jesus Christ! You have killed 4 of my jokes. I want you to
Oh,
know.
my God.
4.
All right,
I've
I'm
been
learning.
counting them in my head as you cut
I'm
me off
learning.
mid premise. It's like walking into a club. It's like walking down the street and seeing some girl, seeing some homeless guy. I can't even do the joke no more. You just killed my vibe, girl.
I'm
You
so
killed my-
bad. No one's ever gonna
Please
want to
don't
be on
kill
my
my
show.
vibe.
Please don't
Bad.
kill my
My vibe.
vibe. You got let me finish the joke, girl.
All right, go.
It's too late now. The moment's ruined.
God.
The moment's ruined. It's like look at
It's like he was aroused and now he's not anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
It was like asking him, "Hey, can you be my baby daddy?" He's like, "Oh no,
No.
the mood is gone."
I want to see what the power feels like because I feel like girls are hypocrite because they dress all fine and then they get mad that we look. To me, it's like walking up to a homeless guy and giving him $10. The homeless guy going, "I don't need your money. Stupid, I dress like this on purpose." Like, what are you doing, girl? That was the joke.
That
It would
is
have
a
been
good
funnier
joke.
if it didn't get interrupted
Yeah,
for the
I'm
fourth
learning.
time in a row by the host of the show,
She bad.
Anna Maria.
I'm
I just can't stop staring at your chi-chis and it pisses me off because I want to have respect for you, but I'm like looking at your.
She's like, "My
boobs
eyes are
instead
up
of your
here,
eyes."
sir.
Yeah.
Mira, she's like, "Mira, I'm looking."
I know. I keep trying to like okay, because like it's not a family show.
It's very sexy and it looks wonderful, but for you to expect a man to not think about sex when you're showing us your tits is very, very what's the word? Hypocritical.
Yes.
Hypocritical. It's unrealistic.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a beautiful friend, beautiful, amazing, gorgeous woman, Puerto Rican, sophisticated, sexy, gorgeous, and I don't know why we can't find her a mate. I want to be her mate, but you know, we have a lot of respect for each other because I've known her for many years, and she's so gorgeous, dude. And it's like, oh, I always see dudes around her, and I'm like, why isn't she?
Yeah, but
Look, she was like, "Oh, Ernie is so nice. Oh, he gonna get some tonight."
no, but
No.
I know of this woman, and she is a very lovely,
Oh my God!
and
Most
she's beautiful.
amazing, gorgeous.
But she wears those with pride.
Yes, she does. Very classy. There's a difference between showing it off like hoo-hoo and showing it off like this is me and I own it.
Right.
Something beautiful about that.
There is. I've been hanging with that woman. I've been trying to learn.
Have you
that.
guys been hanging together?
We've been
Have you guys
hanging,
both
yeah.
been hanging together?
Well, I've gotten a new perspective how to not interrupt my guests.
Yes. You
yeah.
gotta let us finish the joke, lady.
Yeah.
But we love you. We love you, and we
She's used to
appreciate you.
interrupting, so that's why.
Is that what it
It's
is?
like, I'm not finished yet. No, yes, you are. Bye. Goodbye. Leave now. You're finished. You were finished 2 minutes ago, and I just need you to leave right now because I don't know what you were doing down there, but I felt nothing. Absolutely not. Just air. Go. Just go. I'm gonna go put the blindfold on. You know what? And I'm gonna go. Just go.
Usually what it is I figure if you get on those subjects, that men will just take off with it. And then I had the audacity to interrupt you when you were in the middle of it. Because, my adrenaline is usually running a little too high.
He was like, "This is my best part, girl.
Yeah.
I was about to go to
No
home
way.
run. I was
Yeah.
about to ticket.
Right? And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, wah, wah, wah.
So,
It's like,
yeah.
no, come on. I was like, I'm done. I'm over it.
Wait.
Yeah.
So I officially bombed.
When?
Just then, because, isn't that considered a faux pas bomb? When I first started my talk show, I never let the comedians finish their jokes. I look back on that now. Yeah, like that.
Beautiful. No, but see, we're being nice and kind. When you really bomb, people don't give a. Oh. And they're looking at you like, who? Dude, I've bombed. I love the fact that the first few years of my career, like Willie would take me on the road. Willie Barcena would take me on the road. And, I would work with some great guys, great comics, George Lopez and Paul Rodriguez and all these. Gabriel Iglesias and I were on tour for many years. And so there'd be nights where I'd be trying out new stuff. And Gabriel would, go up there and kill. And I'd try to follow him. And there'd just be crickets. And I'm like, ah. And after the show, people were like, the worst compliment that you could give a comedian is, you were really funny. You were really funny with a pat on the shoulder. It's like, no, it's okay. You were
Well,
really
at least you
funny.
get that. When you don't do a good show, you like the friends you came with, just leave. And you're like, he's like, bro, you did so bad. We didn't even want to stick around and act like we knew you.
Exactly. But you were really funny was like, when you kill, people will be like, bro, dang, dude, oh, man. Like, they don't ever say you were funny. They were like, dad, that was amazing. Oh, what's up? But you were really funny. It's
Really?
like, it's okay. It's okay.
Called the patronizing
it's
pat.
the worst, man. It's like when you're in the friend zone with a girl and you want to give her a hug, like a real hug. See, there's two kinds of hugs. There's a hug where she like buries her nose in your chest. You know what I'm saying? She's like, that's a real hug. But when you're in the friend zone, she gives you the pat, the pow pow, pow pow. Dude, when you get the pow pow, you're like, oh, I'm in the friend zone. Damn it, dude. And you see, Priscilla's over there going, I know exactly what he's talking about. Because if a guy's hitting on me and I just want to stay in the friend zone, she gives the pat pat.
They get a
Priscilla's
side,
over
the
there.
side
I don't
hug,
know
a
if you
church
see
hug.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't just mess up that up.
I've been in the friend zone my whole damn life. You know how many women have told me, Ernie, you're like my brother.
Oh,
you're like
man.
my friend. And what happens at 2 o'clock in the morning? They call me because I'm the only guy they can trust. You're the only guy I can trust. I'm all drunk. Can you come pick me up right now? And what happens? Da-da-da-da, pendejo to the rescue. Pendejo means idiot in Spanish, by the
Thank
way.
you for giving me that.
Pendejo to the rescue. And I show up and I'm like, I'm here. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, it's my chance, dog. It's my chance. And she's like, you're the only one I can trust.
We get another
phone
caller.
Oh man, we special.
You get him on.
Dang.
Oh, good. Do we need headphones or can we hear him?
I think we need headphones.
Okay. Hold on there. Let
Who
me
this?
put you
Who
on.
this?
Who dat?
Hello?
What's up, Anne Marie?
Hey, what's up? Who's calling in?
Oh man, you don't recognize my voice. This is Josefa.
Josefa! You the boss. What up?
Josefa in the house. Wow, how you doing, sweetie?
What's up? I'm good. I just had to call and tell you guys are hilarious tonight. It's really funny.
It's so nice. I didn't even know you had the studio, girl.
Just for
I'm
you.
proud of you.
All for you.
You know how I do?
Yeah. The last time I saw you, girl, we were co-hosting events for the Hispanic Scholarship, for the Hispanic Youth Symposium.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I just had to I had to call in and let you know that the show is really good. Emery, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate
love
that.
The show. I love the show, love the show, and the comedy is amazing. And I just wanted to big
Thank
kisses
you.
to everybody.
And back at you. And you mean when I let him finish his jokes?
I know. Shut up, Anne Marie.
I know. What's up with that?
In studio today are two
What's up
comedians
with
that
a woman from Boston constantly interrupting everybody. What's that?
exactly. In studio today, two comedians that we're not going to let finish. Two comedians that I'm going to try out my material on and see if they laugh at my stuff. Who cares what they have to say? This is the Anna Marie Show.
Ooh, I just got
Wow.
spanked. You know, have you met? He's just like a brother to me, this guy.
Oh.
Josefa and I go way back.
Yeah, years and years we've been doing, every time. We always run into each other at all those events.
Yeah, anything that has to do with empowering our people, Josefa and I are always involved.
Yeah.
Oh, but
All right,
I
well,
will
I'm
say, no, before you go, I will say
Huh.
on the record that I've been listening to you for a long time. And when I was a kid, not a young kid, but when I was in teenage years and college years, I vividly remember you and thinking, man, not only is she gorgeous and amazing and beautiful, but she's representing our people. And hopefully one day I'll get to work with her. So it's an honor to be able to call you a friend and a colleague.
Aw, thank you.
That's word. That's
Appreciate
word.
that.
That's bond. I mean that.
Well, I guess I gotta
Appreciate
meet you because
that.
I'm feeling kind of left out. I'm feeling like the stepchild right here.
This is Melvin.
What's up, Melvin?
Hey, how you doing? I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel.
All right, guys. Well, I gotta.
She got a date. She's bye. She's like, I got a date.
So, yeah, right.
Thank you,
Gotta be good.
Josefa.
Awesome.
All
Josefa.
right, honey.
Say,
have a
All right.
good day.
say hi to your daughter for me, girl.
Good night.
All right.
Comedy Hour is amazing.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
sweetie. Thank you for the opportunity.
Good
Cool.
night, guys.
Good night.
She's like, I
That
gotta
was
go
my
to
boss.
bed. She's like, it's almost 11:30. I gotta go to bed.
Now, in my defense, what I said to Josefa when she said to me, when are you going to put the show on? And I said that basically I wasn't ready for it. And I don't know what I'm doing. And she said, just get on the air, just do the show,
Yeah.
and you'll figure it out. You'll learn as you go.
Hell
And,
yeah.
and honestly, schooled, seriously. Because I need that. Yeah,
No,
at the
it's just-
helm.
It's all good. It's just it happened 4 times, and the first 3 times I was
my
gonna let it
God,
slide.
it's
On
like,
that
I
fourth,
gotta
I'm
let
like, I'm about to drop a serious punch, and she's like, "But what about this situation?" I'm like, "Wait a second." No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. And, as far as like what you guys are doing and where you're performing, well, you're everywhere right now, right?
Yeah, I've been very blessed. I got a lot of work, but I do have a big show coming up. You go to ErnieG.com or Ernie G on Facebook. I have a big show. It's called an Evening of Healing, actually, and it's for all these undocumented students in LA who feel scared because of the new president-elect. And so I have a big show coming up. You can check it out on my website.
Okay, and Melvin,
Right now, I'm directing a film, so I'm not performing anywhere at this moment.
you lucky dog. You are on the powerofvoices.com. I'm Anna Marie. Ben School tonight. Thank you guys for being with us, and we're out.
Peace.
Carrot magic in the air.